wins. Ready? Okay, good luck to both of you.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode, Season 3, Kreese. Yeah, I'm sure everybody's been waiting for this one, man. So, where do I even begin? So, first of all, I kind of got dressed up for you guys. You know, how do you like my shirt? I'm just kidding. I just got out of work, and rather than waste time changing, I said, screw it. We're going to jump in this thing, and we're just going to start talking about Kreese. But before we get there, for those of you that are new to this channel, thanks for finding our channel, you know, our reaction videos, prediction videos, and I appreciate all the support. If you like this channel and you like this episode, please subscribe. Make sure to hit that like, and if you can, do me a favor, share out these videos, man. I am like overwhelmed by how many views we've had on some of these episodes that I just released, and it's like, it's just crazy. They're all getting a lot of views right now, and that's because of you guys, and I appreciate all the support. As always, man, I am so humbled that you follow our channel and you follow my Cobra Kai. I'm obsessed with Cobra Kai just like you guys are, right? That's why you're here. And I always appreciate that. Appreciate the comments. I'm glad to see you guys enjoy it. I see a lot of great ideas out there, a lot of good points out there. So I appreciate you tuning in. So let's just get down to it, man. As usual, let's talk a little bit about Kreese, right? So let's talk a little bit about what's going on with him, and then we'll kind of transition over to predictions. So Kreese, man, I have to admit, I love to hate Kreese more now than I ever did in Karate Kid. Why? Because it was expected. You know, he was just a tough character, he seemed like more of a one-dimensional character to me in Karate Kid 1. You know, he just seemed like just a tough guy, like no nonsense kind of BS. And here in Cobra Kai, over the last season, we have seen a masterful manipulator in Kreese. And you've got to have some admiration for this character and how he does things. And that's why I said I love to hate him, but man, he's a master manipulator.
Get out.
This is my dojo. Oh, I forgot to tell you. When you were out of town, I had a little talk with the landlord. But you know the problem with those handshake deals. There are no guarantees.
Got to give him some credit, man. This man is, I'll make it really simple. He has shifted from using this to handle business to using this. And with all of the experience and all of the things that he's gone through in his life, now he has mastered how to subtly manipulate, subtly, get into someone's head to manipulate them. And if you think about it in Karate Kid, the first Karate Kid, you didn't see that side of him. He was loud, in your face, and he was just like a tough guy, man. So now with what we've seen kind of concerns me. And I'm going to tell you why it concerns me is he's no longer a one-dimensional character. This guy can manipulate. This guy has one intention right now, and it's to create hell for everyone around him. To him, this is a war. So here's the question that I'm going to ask you guys, and here's the things that I want you to think about before we get into Season 3 predictions for Kreese. Who is he at war at right now? Is it really with Johnny? Just because he took the dojo, is he really at war with Johnny? I mean, it's quick to say that I think Johnny would probably be the one that feels a little more inclined to get payback, do something to Kreese. But if you really think about it, who is he really, really at war with? Who has he really felt deserves that attention? There's only one character. There has only ever been one character, and that's Daniel LaRusso, son. It's Daniel, man. So yeah, I get it, guys, with all these smaller, Hawk and, seeing what he might do towards the LaRussos and trash their place and all. Yeah, I get that, man. That's probably and more than likely going to happen. But what role is Kreese going to play in this? And let's just talk about this character. This character has masterfully infiltrated Cobra Kai, manipulated the situation, took it back, and we think that he's gonna go out and just like wreak havoc himself. Not a chance. This guy is so extremely disciplined in figuring out how to use others to do things for him. So I just don't, excuse me guys, I just don't see him doing any of this stuff himself. It is going to become the dojo. It's going to become all of the kids that are in there. He is going to use to masterfully manipulate and make life hell for LaRusso's, for Johnny probably at some point, which I think, I'm not quite sure to what degree. Like what more can Kreese take from Johnny? Like what more? What, physically beating him up? Like, I mean, what else can he do? He won. You look at it, black and white, took the dojo, put him in his place. Johnny walks away. Johnny's crying on the beach. Dude, he won. Like, what more can you do? The only thing that we could think of is that they're physically fighting and all this other stuff, and I mean, that'd be cool to see, but I don't think that that's realistic. Like, he won the war already. He won it. So now, I just don't see him, putting energy into that for himself. What I do see, and this is going to be a hint, I do see him bringing in other potential people to help him do some of that stuff. But I don't think that that's where his energy is going, per se. His character, I don't think he's going to be directly involved with any of that. It's going to be leading this dojo to the next best thing, which will be ultimately All Valley, all that type of redemption. He's the character that's looking for redemption so that he can rebuild his own pride, rebuild what Cobra Kai stood for, and kind of regain that glory. I think that is ultimately what he's looking for, because that'll generate long-term income from him, long-term notoriety for him, and that all kind of plays into where he's at in his character right now. He's kind of at that breaking point where he's not really, honestly, he's kind of faded into tomorrow. He's gone, man. He doesn't really have anything to show for his life. So I think long-term, that's what he's doing. Now, he is kind of a psychopath. So I do think his henchmen, which we can talk about that in another episode because I'm not going to talk about it in this one, is to have other people help him do that. But I think long-term, big goal is to get back into that limelight, to get Cobra Kai so that he has the notoriety, so that he has generated the income that can help sustain maybe a lifestyle that he's looking for. But I think he is going to continue to cause some problems, man. Cause some problems especially for the LaRusso, especially for Daniel, especially for that family. And it's interesting to kind of think about, what more can this character do? What more is he willing to do at what cost? And that's the interesting thing about Kreese, you guys, is there doesn't seem to be a limit. There doesn't seem to be this end to whatever he starts. He doesn't end until he wins, right? And so now the clock is ticking. Now the clock is ticking for him to start taking action. So I don't know, man. I'm interested in seeing big picture what Kreese is about to do in season 3. I'm already thinking about potential things in season 4. We're not going to talk about that because then I'd give that away. But this season, I really, truly think it's going to be about how to grow the dojo, how to go from, 15, 20 kids to 100 kids, to expanding, to doing all of that stuff to rebuild his own reputation. And so where does that leave everyone else? That's something that we're going to talk about in the next couple of episodes, couple of predictions. But I do think he will bring in some old pals. I do think that there's going to be some new instructors in Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai, you guys, I really truly think he's going to bring some people in now. And you guys all hear the rumbles of all the potential people that it could be. I think there's going to be some truth to some of that. So that'll definitely start to arc this story and really build out. Now, let's flesh out how Kreese will rebuild Cobra Kai, how Kreese will take over it. And I don't really see at this point, and I'm not going to get too much into it, I don't think that at this point, Johnny has any leverage to get the dojo back. And at this point, I don't really know if he wants to. You saw it. You saw it at the end of season 2. I don't really know if this is even what he wants. I don't really even, there's no indicators that show that this is something that he even wants to fight for, at least not yet. Right now, I think he's got a much bigger battle on his hands, and we'll talk about that in Johnny's video, but I think he's got a much bigger battle, and that's refining direction and purpose in his own life. And that's going to take us on a whirlwind as well. So let me know what you guys think. I love hearing your reactions. I love hearing your comments. And, who knows? At some point, I might do some live streams about Cobra Kai and where it's going. And, if you haven't seen it already, I did do our last live stream, which I'll go ahead and put that as one of the videos at the end. Our last one, I kind of went into my methodology of like how we talk about Cobra Kai and how I kind of isolate the characters and to really think about, where they're going. So you might want to check out that live stream. I'll put it at the end of the video. Maybe I'll put a link in the commentary or whatever. And check out that live stream. It kind of takes a little bit. We're kind of talking about other things, and then slowly, boom, we go into Cobra Kai. And I could talk about Cobra Kai for hours, guys, on end. And so, once again, thank you guys for all your support. If you love what we do, subscribe to our channel. I'm going to ask you one more time. Hit that bell for future notifications. And if you could do me a huge, huge favor, share these videos with people that love Cobra Kai, because I'd love to hear what they think. Follow us on social media. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. All those links are down below, guys. Follow us. See what's going on in our crazy lives with our crazy kids. And once again, thank you so much for joining me for another Cobra Kai Season 3 prediction. Kreese. Until next time, guys, it's Cobra Kai, son. I'm out.
Okay, good luck to both of you.